take two on the road against the Senators. Ottawa plays the role of destroyer in the win. Time for a quick break, but we got a lot more coming up on the ice next.
Back's killing me, but there's a reason behind it. I always has to lay down on a mat today in a PT room for assessment for a wheelchair, and when I came down, I landed pretty hard on the mat. Because it turns out those mats don't have any fucking head whatsoever. So I laid down on it. I was fine. Like, I was able to, once I got the pain on my back after the shock and everything wore off, I needed some help sitting back up. And yeah, needless to say, it was quite the pain. I don't understand why they gotta fucking reassess everything. I do, you know. I guess I said to them, oh shit. Now I have their email addresses. I wonder if it's gonna come with the headlights my next year. Because I'd like to stay with a Pearl Bill. I just gotta ask. I'm gonna send them both an email. I just want to ask. I'm gonna ask them in an email tomorrow if the new chair will come with headlights. Because if it goes with headlights, then I can go out at night, like I usually do. Like during the summer, minus the last few summers, I haven't really been out much, and there's a reason for it. My feet just have not been the greatest. Like right now, I can almost assure you that my foot is probably dinged up and fucked up and everything right now.
Wow, insane how quick that was. Bang, bang. Yeah, the defending team just couldn't.
I want to try and come out of retirement next year. I work at softball leagues before it's Memphis. Gave me something to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love doing this, but it's just kind of annoying. After a while, you play the same damn game, and eventually, after a while, the content and everything kind of gets bland and boring. Cause it's like doing the same 5 games, the same 4 games per episode. And I know you guys are probably like, we gotta do this again.
James Cebulski, Ray Ferraro with you here in the early going of this period.
Like some of you guys are like, is this what some of you guys probably in the comment section are like, wait a minute, didn't I just watch this episode? I mean, if you feel that way, I can completely understand. But like, you also have to remember that like there's only 32 teams in the league. Granted, right now the LA Kings are playing a new expansion franchise, and actually I don't even know if you want to call it an expansion franchise. I think it's just a continuation. Oh, and I also read, you guys are gonna laugh. Alright, unless of course you guys already knew this. But yeah, I read somewhere where Lou Amorello, whatever the hell his name was, the former owner of the Phoenix Coyotes or Arizona Coyotes, he literally just he went for a land auction, put a new arena on, and out of nowhere, the land auction that he was going to be part of got canceled. He literally got fucked by his own state. Pardon me. I know, I gotta remember who the heck I'm talking to. You gotta remember that there are probably gonna be some kids watching this going, oh my god, he's cursing!
And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one.
Mommy, he's cursing! Turn the video off for me, will you?
And it's because he can deliver the puck accurately and quickly.
Fair warning, I do usually tell you guys while you watch this video to make sure that you don't have anybody who's an impressionable kid behind you. Because we all know how impressionable stupid kids can be. Fortunately for me, I don't have any. I couldn't do it anyway. I'd be a failure as a father. I mean, as it is, I already sometimes feel like I'm a failure as a human being, but I mean, that's beside the point. No, this isn't character. This is not character. This is literally me talking. This is Adam Cushing, right here, talking to you guys directly. Some days I feel like I'm an absolute effing failure.
His reflexes on display tonight.
Like I'm sure at my aide tomorrow I'll find some reason to complain about something I did or something I didn't do. I'm like, bro, I literally showed the letter from Todd with everything in it, and she read it. I can't discuss what's in that because it's a HIPAA thing, but basically it entailed that, you know, my hips are the way they are, and I need a hip guard to keep my legs straight, so that I would potentially get some freaking fluid off my legs, because I got like fluid in my hips and shit. So the new chair definitely needs to have that. And then on top of that, I felt like numerous different cushions today. Like to me, they all kind of felt the same. The J cushion that I felt today, though, it had gel in it, which is good. And then they were talking about putting like inserts in it so that like when I go to push down on it, it doesn't sink. But we'll see. I mean, I still got plenty of time, and I can always email somebody and be like, yo, is this going to be on there? Is that going to be on there? Am I going to have this feature? Am I going to have that feature? Am I going to have headlights? Am I going to, you know, because I really do get headlights. I mean, somebody told me that the light kit comes standard on these chairs now, and I'm trying to get it for the chair that I already got. Just in a bigger form. I hope, honestly, instead of an F3, they give me an F5. Because an F5, I've seen how they're modeled. And, yeah, they definitely look wider.
Drives it to the crease. He scores! What a shot! The water bottle pops off the top of the net.
So, I mean, it's not so much that they're wider. Like, they're probably just as small and compact as this, but, like, when I look at an F5, it looks like it's bigger, like, width-wise. And it looks a little bit taller, like, height-wise. So, if I can get something similar to that, that'd be great. But I know I'm boring you guys with wheelchair talk as opposed to hockey talk, but I'm kind of trying to figure out how to mix them both.
Boston's opposition can't be feeling too good tonight about
we gotta finish these games, bros. We have got to finish these games. We've got to actually finish this game, actually. The whole game. I don't mean just this game in general. Like, every game we're about to play, I hope to finish. Like, get this game done by, like, my dead end mark, which is probably going to be sometime in October. I want to get this done by at least October. I should be able to do it if I keep playing. Like, I'm definitely going to do 2 videos tomorrow, so don't worry about that. Oh, at some point, I just got to figure out what time. Because, like, I know I'm probably going to have friends and shit that want to talk to me and whatnot, which is fine.
Your game plan is always built around him. How do you shut him down? Take one of the league leaders in points off his game.
I definitely know I gotta get this
roll on as the centers get ready for the face-off.
Jurgensons? As in the same Jurgensons that played with Buffalo all those years that I was there? Because I'll tell you what, we played in Buffalo before we played here. In Boston. So. Speaking of Boston, they play tomorrow. They play Washington tomorrow. I can't wait. Pardon me. Pardon me there, sir and madams, children. I'm just really stoked for the game tomorrow. I'm so stoked. Like, I missed that Rangers game on Sunday. But there's a reason for it. See, the football games were on. And there were football games on tonight. I already kind of figured I knew who was going to win. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, once he gets into the clear, it's like he's so decisive on what he wants, and he puts it away for the goal. Here's the one-on-one game. The goalie thinks he's going to deke, but he beats him with a quick shot.
Okay.
Boston's offense is showing no signs of letting up in the second. I've never liked when a team takes their foot off the gas pedal.
Can't wait to get this game done.
Go score. Go feel good about yourself.
You guys are either going to be happy or really pissed off when it becomes time we have to play for 23. I know some people over my Twitch channel who have watched me in the past. They're like, some of them are okay with my anger towards that game, but others are just like, dude, you shut up.
The Bruins
Like, no, I'm not even kidding. Like, some of them are just like, dude, the game's not busted. You just can't play. You suck. I even have it on the lowest difficulty, and I still can't get the flipping job done.
Ooh. 3 is the magic number. Man, that goalie is getting just torched down there. 3 in a row here.
It's almost like when I was a freshman in high school and I was going through intensive math and I still ended up failing the stupid thing, and then I ended up failing and I forget. And then I said, screw it, when I'm with North Carolina. I said, screw it, I'll try to play, or I'll try to take pre-algebra again. And that was like literally the only credit I needed. So, because I was taking sophomore classes the rest of the year, which was awesome. Then I only had to spend like half a year in sophomore class, like the sophomore level. And so like next year it was like, it was kind of like a godsend. Cause like, and I, you know, all my life in school, like kindergarten through 8th grade, I never got to skip a level. Like I had to go straight through K. Like I knew I was too smart. Some of the the levels we were in, I knew I was too damn smart for. Like I think honestly, I would have been kind of okay with some of the gifted stuff, but I probably would have been relatively frustrated. Because the thing about people with like the people, like teachers with gifted class anyway, when I was a kid, like for whatever reason, some people would some teachers would like teach really fast, and I wouldn't be able to get it. I wasn't gifted, but I had teachers that specialized in the gifted program, and they also taught me in like standard ed, and they just talked way too damn fast. I couldn't catch up. Like I had a couple, when I was in middle school, after my surgeries were done and everything, I shunt. I'm in 7th grade, and I just remember being in math class, like everything that I thought I knew turned out to be the absolute opposite of what I thought it was. Like, you know. Now suddenly 4 plus 2 doesn't equal 6, and somehow equals 8, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, somehow this number had to be divided by that number in order to find this, and like, oh, this is so fucking confusing. Yeah, it wasn't a shot at Mr. Gallagher. My math teacher in 7th grade was awesome. But for whatever reason, like, when I see oh shit. What the fuck? What the hell? What the? Are you fucking dumb? Oh, hell no. Hold up, I gotta switch channel. ESPN. Sorry about that, I had to... My TV was doing this weird shit later. It's like, the source bar was like on the right side or my left side of my screen. And it just kept going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like the HDMI just kept going up and down, and up and down. It's like, this is confusing. Why is this a thing?
Well, 2 periods.
Yeah, I do apologize to you guys thoroughly. I didn't mean to do that. It wasn't something I wanted to do. I just kind of sat there and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the
oh shoot, that would have been in. That would have been in. Oh Jesus. Oh.
So far, how have you viewed things? The Bruins are going to be able to stretch their bench out to 4 lines and take advantage of a real comfortable lead.
And he denied that opportunity. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area.
Hell yeah. Hell's yeah. Howdy for Kucherov. Mr. Cooch, as I also like to call him. As his old teammates in Tampa Bay used to call him.
He's tight to the net. He doesn't have much time. And that snapshot beats the goaltender from the low slot.
The Bruins continue to rack up the goals here in this third period.
They can do no wrong. It doesn't seem to matter who's on the ice. They're the better team.
I need to see.
Actually,
I already know who DC's playing this week. I got a friend of mine is supposed to be giving me a bandana for Wells Crowther, who was the guy who saved like a ton of people in the World Trade Center in 2001. Mind you, in 2001 I was in the 8th grade. Matter of fact, 5 days, yeah, so 5 days after, 5 days after my birthday, the terrorist attack was happening.
You feel so good about yourself.
And there was, I remember I was like probably 5th, 6th period or whatever, or 5th period, and it was my birthday, and teachers were doing the thing and everything, right? And then they get done teaching and everything, and we're all screwing around. I'm on the computer, they're all doing their thing like they usually would, but they're doing the classwork. Because, I mean, it was a kind of learning class, but, like I was a little bit smarter than the kids themselves. So, I was awarded the computer. So I'm at the computer. And then all of a sudden, I start hearing some commotion. I hear that commotion, and I'm like, oh, crap, something's about to go down. Sure as anything, something went down alright. I ended up going in the next room because it scared the crap out of me. And, as soon as I turn around, freaking all hell erupted. Fucking this girl who had attitudinal issues, and she was non-communicative. She was non-verbal, I guess you want to call it that. She went berserk, and when she went berserk on her aide, and she went berserk on the teacher. Now I'm surprised that nobody pressed any charges, and she didn't get expelled from the school, because she ended up staying at the school for another 3 years after I left. Because I had, she stayed at the middle school until like 2003. And this was 2001, so yeah, she got out of the middle school and went to high school. 2004 to 2011, I think it was. Because, I mean, she was already 15 in Florida. In the other states, you were only able to stay in school until you're 21. And because she was nonverbal, and they had no, she wasn't really going to be a viable member of society. They basically, like they do with most special ed children, they aged her out. And unfortunately, so that's 3 years really that her in, because she only had to stay in high school for 3 more years. I have no idea if she's been institutionalized. I know Florida has plenty of asylums. It's the one state that still has a lot of asylums. I mean, the others are, I believe, are North Dakota and Utah, but she went into that, or group home at least. I haven't heard anything about her since. I haven't talked to nobody. All the people that knew her, a couple of them are dead. I know that much for a fact. One of these ladies' teachers was riddled with cancer like 12 years ago. She died on my birthday. And the other, she just had cardiac issues. So she ended up dying. I think in like 2008. She was so badly beat by this woman that she was literally forced to leave the education department. Or she left the education, the whole career path. She left that shit alone. I think she ended up working at as a receptionist or some shit at a rehab hospital in Santa Rosa County. It's like, I don't know what town she was in. Might have been Milton. But yeah. That girl fucked her up. And I mean, Fuck thru. Like, I saw her former aide at Walmart one day because me and my brother and my mom were all going to Walmart for something. I don't remember what it was. I remember seeing her. I go, hey, Liddell, what's going on? You know, whatever. This girl. I said, hey, you know, I accidentally said her name. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I saw her. I said, hey, what's going on? Like, you're working here now? And then I looked at her and I said, well, it's better that you work in here and not in the Hobbs, because, yeah, Hobbs went downhill. Hobbs went downhill. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, the teacher that replaced Pettis is, like, you know, a Bible thumper. And God forbid you say freaking crap around her. She thinks you're saying shit, so. She's like, excuse me? And I'm like, yeah, Karen, I said crap. What are you going to do about it? It's not like I said shit. If you wanted me to say shit, I could have just been like, shit! This sucks. But even then, I was a little bit timid to curse, so I never did, you know what I mean? But nowadays, it's like, you know, my everyday vernacular. If something's pissing me off,
let's take a look at how the standings were impacted with some of the
convey the message, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? I've always kind of always been that way in my own special way. Like,
all right, checking in on some of the
maybe maybe that's like part of the reason why my family don't want to talk to me anymore.
Take a bite out of the Coyotes.
Like,
Nashville tightened it up late when they needed to most.
I had to try and see what the October schedule. Another thing I was going to think of as far as family is concerned, I was going to check the hockey schedule.
Let's check in on some of the final scores across the league tonight.
Semi-pro team we have here in New Hampshire, where I live now. And I was going to try and get a ticket and get my transportation group to bring me because I want to go to another hockey game so bad. I've been wanting to go to a hockey game for a long time. I mean, I was going to go last year, but like things just kind of happened and everything kind of broke apart, and unfortunately I just couldn't find, I was checking the schedule and I was obviously able to see, like, you know, if we're losing or winning or everything, but it's just like I didn't feel the same when I was reading the schedule or when I was reading the scores. I'm like,
Eastern Conference
so bad.
and Western Conference.
Like, I even tried to get playoffs going for my dad at the rink, but unfortunately trade deadline came and went. We got some really crappy players. And it's funny because, like, the wingers that, or like the players that were crappy, some of them got Division II scholarships. I'm like, what the? Like, how do you get a Division II scholarship when you suck so bad? I get it. I mean, college is meant to mold pro players, but I mean, come on. You couldn't even, like, you could. They had one forward, right? One forward, and he couldn't find his way out of a friggin' brown paper bag. I you know.
And that goes off a player. Kucherov's picking up steam. In close.
Oh Jesus, no! No! Come on in! I did not trip you. Quit throwing yourself like an idiot. Moron. Bullshit. Bullshit. Ah, man, he got boarded. That might be a game misconduct right there. Oh, crap. Game misconduct. He just boarded, so definitely probably not get that misconduct. Damn. That sucks. That really sucks, man. We're not in the penalty box yet? What the hell? I'm going to try and score. If they can get me the puck, I might try and score. Oh, crap. It's actually, it's on our end. It's on Dostal. Damn. I'm sorry, Dostal. Not Dostal. Or Dostal. Could be that, too. Kind of like the QT Marshall kind of thing in AEW. Speaking of that, QT left AEW for like a 3-month period. And he got so pissed at some people that were using his move that he literally came back and wanted to start beating up everybody. I'm like, bro. I think he's a producer in ROH now. That's also owned by the group that owns AEW. I don't know if you guys like wrestling or not. I know I do. I love wrestling. I've actually become more accustomed to playing wrestling games on here than I even wanted to. You know what I mean? The last 2 nights I've literally played wrestling on here. I don't know if you guys got that at all, but I mean.
Odd man rush. Puts it to the front of the net.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he got all of that with the blocker.
Oh, come on.
By Saros.
He's going to feel he missed one.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Suckle on that puck there, boy. Let's go.
Oh, man, you just love playing with a guy like this.
84 assists, man.
Damn, I played with a couple of them. John Anderson.
I was there at one point, but I surpassed that by a long shot.
With the Rangers. They could draw the tape from anywhere.
But anyway, yeah, man.
Stages of this period.
Crazy. The amount of experiences I've actually endured. And me talking about hockey because I love it so damn much. No, this is not NHL 24, my friend. This is NHL 22. It's part of a project. I'm going to get there. Just hold on.
The Bruins win.
I'm going to get there at some point. You just got to hold tight.
Moves it to Reinhardt.
Got to hold tight. I got to finish 23 over on my Twitch, and then we'll bring that over here. And then NHL hockey, on the NHL hockey playlist, we will be doing NHL 24. I just got to get better at it, you know what I mean? Because, like, this team, like, this game feels wicked fluid, and 23 and 24 just feel, like, madly broken. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I played 23 for a whole 2 seasons on YouTube for the NHL hockey playlist. And I literally, like, most of those videos that you guys see in the NHL hockey playlist, a lot of them were recorded over on Twitch. And I tell you why. Okay, the reason they were recorded over on Twitch, and I don't know what it is, but the platform over on Twitch feels a little bit more fluid. And, like, it just, when the stream feels fluid and you're relaxed and everything, it's all over. You know what I mean? Like, you feel confident, you're scoring, you're checking, you're poke checking, you're stealing, you're turning things around, you're winning Stanley Cups. It's just like, that's great. But when you just play on YouTube and you're just playing the game straight like you normally would if you're over on Twitch, and, you know, I mean, I'll say one thing. Okay, I enjoyed playing NHL 23 when it was on Twitch, and I enjoyed exporting the videos. But the one thing that's most exhausting about doing that is you have to remember exactly what number you're on for your video. And then on top of that, you have to sit there in the creator studio for like 30 minutes to an hour editing everything because the game's got music playing in there, and you mute it, and it still has music in there. And then they go, oh yeah, copyright claim, because you played this song during the stream. And I'm like, no I didn't. It might be labeled, but it's not, you're not able to hear it. Like, it's stupid. Ever since I started this whole project, I've literally gone back into the game settings and muted everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I keep getting copyright claim after copyright claim after copyright claim. And a lot of times when I get copyright claims, they're like 4 months late. I mean, granted, it's just a claim, it's not going to be a strike on your account. But, like, oh, it's so annoying. And then I have to sit here during a busy day when I've got other things going on, whether it be streams or otherwise. And I gotta go through the, see what triggered the copyright, and then get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, there are plenty of songs that I had to erase. Like, it sucks. Like, I get the DMCA rule. I've always gotten it. Like, I mean, I was introduced to the DMCA thing when I was in high school because somebody was talking about video editing, and I'm like, okay. I didn't know a thing about it back then. I'm still working on it. Like, I was never taught how to edit videos. I was never taught how to clip videos. And so it's basically any of the clips you see on Twitch are either one created by yours truly, or they're created by the people that are watching me. Like, there's one video of me doing like this weird thing where I'm sitting back here and we're watching wrestling and I'm trying to reposition myself like this, and they clipped it. And I was like, you suck. So I took it and I deleted it. I was like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna sit there and let you embarrass me. Not happening. Like, if you understood why I did that, you would understand. I wasn't trying to be an idiot. I was trying to reposition myself in my seat. Ah, come on. I didn't do anything. You gotta be kidding me. You can't even hit him from behind just a little bit? Dude, even in modern day hockey, you can do that. Come on. This game is tripping. This game is fucking tripping.
Edmonton's trailing by 1.
I've done that 1,000 times in this game.
And now he tries to get it across to Kucherov.
No calls whatsoever.
And that doesn't exactly go tape to tape. Puck set down the ice. We'll get an icing.
He can get rid of
Oh, sorry, I gotta throw you in the penalty box now.
He's in the top
committed to defense.
He doesn't need many
really?
chances.
Like, too many rules have changed in hockey now. I mean, I get why they changed. It's just, it's annoying. There's like, you know, when you're like me and you're used to playing a ruthless style of hockey, and you can't play that way anymore because they changed the rules too damn much. It's just annoying. Like, effing 2007? Oh, hell yeah. I love 2007. Like, you could literally just come out of the blue and just ham hock somebody for no effing reason. And it would bust the glass. This game, you can't bust the glass at all. And that kind of puts me on.
Well, the only way he's stopping this one is if
I don't get it.
As soon as the shooter went to shoot it.
A lot of times when people will talk about hockey, it was for the fights or the hits, seeing the glass shatter. I mean, if I go next month to my dad's work to check out Mountain Kings game, I plan on doing the same thing in November if I can afford it, and I can get a ride. That is, I'm gonna probably. I don't know. I don't think. I was thinking about going to a concert next month. I might just go to a hockey game because one, it's a lot cheaper. And by a lot cheaper, I mean I don't have to pay anything. The beauty of me going to those games is that I don't have to pay anything for anything. My dad will just pay for it for me, you know what I mean? Like, I had to pay for a hat, which was no big deal. I mean, it was like $7. $7 for a hat. Where else can you say you can buy a hat for $7? Nowhere. You go to Marshall's and get a hat, it's like $13. You go to Dick's and you're paying like $27. It's like, what the hell?
Here he is, they close. Scores! Wow, what a goal!
Nice hands, great finish. Little short break and in the net.
143 up on that biatch.
Well, that's well done. He made the goalie think he was going to deke him, so the goalie backed up, and then he beat him with the shot.
Ooh, my knee just popped. Ugh, that sucks. Arthritis as a whole sucks. Ugh. And what's funny is, I remember I was like 10 years old, and my mother and my brother and I were all having a conversation with the band. We had this conversation about arthritis. And that was because back then I had figured out how to crack my knuckles. And so I'm cracking my knuckles, and my mom says to me, "Oh, that's gonna cause arthritis someday." And I go, "Okay." And I'm like, "Whatever." And so I did it for years. I got to a point where even when I was sick, I couldn't do it. And now that I'm older, I can crack my bones and everything, and it hurts like hell. Oh, I know, the various things I'm talking about this tournament has nothing to do with hockey. I know. But, yeah, man. I'm just trying to keep it entertaining. I'm trying to keep it fluid. I'm trying to make it so that you guys will come back to the channel if you're enjoying yourself. I always try to enjoy bringing this to you because, I mean, as you guys can tell, I love hockey. But it doesn't love me, though. I love hockey, but it does not love me. It's like a one-sided relationship. I love it, and it hates me. I've been in one of those, a one-sided relationship. I love the girl, and she absolutely couldn't stand me. Like, I was supposed to take this girl to the prom, right? In junior year, right? I asked this girl. I knew she was single. And I says to her, I go, hey, I want to go to the prom. You want to go with me? She's like, yeah, sure. Right? 5 months go by. All of a sudden, she's making up this BS excuse why she can't go to the prom with me. So I was fortunate that I only spent a little bit of money. It was like $60 to go to the prom. I went by myself, as did my brother. He's not really my brother, but he's a good friend of mine. So we went to prom, and in the most non-sexual way possible. And we were waiting on somebody else to show up because we were hoping that we were, to be frank and to be somewhat explicit, if you will be, because I mean sometimes it's just that's what this channel needs to get extra viewers. Me and my friend were waiting for my other friend to show up, and we were hoping he would bring the host. I'm 16 years old. I just want to, a little bit of punani, you know what I mean? I'm sitting in a wheelchair, so I figured, I'm not gonna get no punani. I'm sitting, I hate sitting in a wheelchair, man. I really do. Nothing worse. Life in general when you're in a wheelchair just absolutely sucks. Like, when you're in a wheelchair and there's nothing you can do about it, like, I can't get up and walk and stand, run, and do that. But, I mean, I'm still fortunate that I can actually still transfer, and I can sit up somewhat. I just can't sit up on the flat. I mean, I used to be able to. I don't know why that ever stopped.
They took advantage of the extra time available with a manpower advantage, and they're on the board.
I think the next time they ask me to sit and lay flat, I'm going to try and get myself on one side and try to just, like, bop myself up. Either that or I'll probably bop myself up and put myself on my knee like I used to see if that works. I mean, I know I'm not that weak, and it's not like I've lost the ability to sit up because I do it every morning. Granted, sometimes I gotta wedge my foot underneath the chair, like the seat platform of the chair, the metal one. Oh, that can get so annoying sometimes. And on top of that, it causes great damage to my foot. Ugh. Nothing worse than having a piece of metal wrapped around a bare foot. Ouch.
He's really looked in control. He's had an excellent game.
Because there's like sharp edges underneath there. It gets cut up, and then I get cursed out because I didn't do enough. I'm just like, it's bullshit.
To feed it over to Lowry, and he sends it across to Mikheyev.
I hate not being able to do what I used to do. Man, I had so much strength pent up and built up in my 20s. Now I'm in my 30s. It's like I hardly have any. I'm in my mid-30s. I just turned 36 like 3 weeks ago. Like, my body is just like, ugh, ew.
They go on the attack through center.
My body's like saying, screw you, I've had enough.
Makes the save.
You didn't use it, now you're gonna lose it. You know what I mean? I'm trying really hard not to lose it, you know what I mean?
Yamamoto's got the puck.
It's crazy how much my body is just like, I don't want to say deteriorated, it's just become like a shell of itself. Like I said, I can sit up and I can do a lot of things, but it sucks when you gotta use hope to get up. It's terrible. Particularly is by playing in their end. Yeah, I know, and I did just that. What the hell's the problem? What the is the problem, you horn dog? That's the end of that game. So I got 2 more games to go. I gotta figure out. I need a drink or something. I'm thirsty. I don't know why I'm so thirsty. I haven't even talked that much, and it's not like I went that long without a drink. You know what I mean? It's just annoying as all hell.
Well, some fun, some drama, a little bit of everything on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of those scores around the league. The Bees were looking to grab points on the road against the Oilers. Boston partied it up with an offensive display.
Damn it, that hurts.
All right, that wasn't the only action on the ice. Let's go elsewhere around the National Hockey League. The Bolts were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Canadiens. Tampa tore it up offensively, and they easily come away with the win.
Yeah, this is the third game right here.
Okay, everybody, let's take a quick look at some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Canadiens were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Hurricanes. Montreal.
Oh, man. Frustratingly tired. I need to get to bed after we're done with this. Much as I want to go see well, I can't do it tonight. I'm too tired. Ugh. Of course, I have been up since 9 something. Fortunately, I'll have a therapist coming tomorrow, so that's a good thing. I'm supposed to come tomorrow, but yeah, it wasn't
Along with Ray Ferraro, my name is James Kelsey. Welcome back to EA Sports continuing coverage of the National Hockey League. Inter-conference showdown. East side, west side, let's go. Let's do this. The puck is dropped for a
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, it serves up a little too sweet with that save.
They work the puck into a scoring spot, get a pretty good chance on goal.
Hell yeah.
Scores! The captain comes through!
That's a scorer's goal right there. That puck is on and off his stick in a hurry. He's so tight to the net, he has to get rid of it before the goalie can readjust.
The Bruins are on the board, and are they ever quickly here?
People aren't even sitting down yet, and it's 1-0. The home team now has to climb out of a hole.
Can't get it to go. Knocked away in the offensive zone. Grabbed along the boards by Johansson. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Lyon.
Do this here.
From center, they get into the attacking area. From the point, they take control of it. Puts it towards the net. And a great save. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Move to the middle. Whoa. It scores!
Well, the momentum is clearly switched now, James. Back-to-back goals for them. He's tight to the net. He doesn't have much time. And that snapshot beats the goaltender from the low slide.
Lots of time left in this period. The Bruins have all the momentum right now, leading by 2.
Oh, got one more game after this, and then I go to bed.
More than half the period left to play.
Man.
Boston's turned this into a blowout, now leading by 4.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Vegas
Lord
wins
have
it.
mercy.
And now he tries to get it across to Johansson.
That was a good block pass.
Vegas plays the puck along the boards. Moves it to Johansson.
Oh,
Gobbles
man.
the puck up there with the chest. And there's the
I had a
whistle
lot of fun
stopping the
with a friend of
play.
mine tonight, man.
He's got a real knack around the net. When he gets a chance, he doesn't seem
I got her
to need
laughing
too
so
many
hard at
to
one
know
point.
how
I
to
think she
finish.
might peed herself. It was so funny. I'm
I'm
like, that is literally the only second time I've been able to do that. Getting somebody to laugh so freaking hard that they end up peeing themselves. I mean, fortunately she didn't, but like, she's like, oh my god, I'm peeing. I'm like, no, don't do that. I don't need you wet in your house.
Reinhardt's gaining momentum.
Yeah. If I can make anybody's life easier, funny, if I can make you laugh, and I'm not making you cry, and I'm not making you miserable, and I'm not causing then, you know, I've done my job, you know what I mean? My job in life is to just make everybody's life that much easier. Unless, of course, they make mine harder, and then they're just going to make themselves have a harder life, because they make my life hard, so now I'm going to pay them back.
I don't know what more could be done there. That's a good
So,
shot.
you know what they say, and I hate to say this, I'm just going to say it anyway. The old adage has always been, and it's something I've lived by. Payback is a mother.
Very, very one-sided contest.
But then again, so is karma, you know what I mean? I've had plenty of instances where Carmen bit me right in the ass.
Tosses it to Shen. Can't connect on the pass. The Bruins have it now.
I've had plenty of instances where Carmen bit me right square in the ass.
What a finish!
And I tell you, when Carmen bites you in the ass, whew, it's like having a horse fly on one of your butt cheeks. Ow!
Two things at play here, James. We get a second look at it. Is the speed that he's skating, but also the way he delivers.
I've been there and done that. Oh my god, I remember all the memories I have, man. I don't think I can get into them every episode. Stories I have to tell, man, and a lot of them are accurate.
And now it's grabbed by Uyghur.
Like one day I was at the beach. I was at the beach in my chair because I was able to drive myself to the beach. I lived in Canada for a little bit. And I got myself to the beach, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I feel this bug crawl down the back of my pants, or like the back of my shirt, and somehow this stupid thing ended up getting into my underwear and biting me right square in the ass. I'm like,
Vegas has won the draw and they take possession in the neutral zone.
I rode home and I'm like, somebody goes, what's wrong? I'm like, yeah, I just spent the last 2 hours screaming. Like, why is that? I'm like, well, I was at the beach and something bit me in the ass.
Big time stop there.
Like, there ain't nothing here. I'm like, what do you mean there ain't nothing here? It's flipping March. Bugs come out around March. I mean, usually up here, that's when they start coming out. March, April, something like that. Like mid-April. And I went like mid-March, and it was like a nice spring day. And I was sitting there in the parking lot, just looking at the waves, looking at everybody enjoying themselves in the water. Kind of wish I was down there, but I was in a wheelchair, and the ramps aren't designed. Like, the way they cut off for the sand where the ramp is that your wheelchair isn't supposed to go on the sand. Unless you have one of those sand wheelchairs, which I don't. And, yeah, it was kind of embarrassing. And then the same thing happened to me when I was over at Kennebunkport. I went to Kennebunkport to look around. And I'm sitting there in front of one of those, like, it was like an old antique store, and I was looking at something. And like a horse fly or something went down my back. It didn't sting me in the ass. It got me in the back. I'm like, oh god. So I went home, took my shirt off, had somebody look at my back, and oh, you're fine. I'm like, oh, okay.
There'll be no penalty. That's a devastating hit.
See, the thing about this place that I live at now, as opposed to the other places, a lot of people that live here in Petty. Whereas the last place I lived at, they weren't that petty. Like, I said to somebody a while ago, I remember the days where the only thing that people were bitching about was how I wasn't wearing a shirt.
We'll get some tired defenders.
Now it's like they're bitching about everything. Oh, he's got this, he's got that, blah, blah, blah. He's got this kind of money, he's paying this kind of money on this, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, what the difference does it make? I have the money to afford it, get a fucking dick.
Denies him, he got all of it. Pushes it across to Miller. They gain the offensive zone from the middle.
As you guys can probably tell, if you've been on this channel for a while, change the gears and change the subjects. As you guys can probably tell, I am so freaking happy that I got to sign with my hometown team. Because I'm not from Boston. I'm actually an hour away from Boston. But being able to sign with a team that I grew up watching for so many years, and now having my own cable and being able to watch what I want to watch, not giving a damn what other people want to watch.
Slides the puck across to Hamilton.
I don't care.
And he gives it over to Johansson.
You're not the one paying the bills, so it's like, what's the problem?
Oh, what a save in front! Boston's gained possession along the boards. Reinhardt's got in the offensive end. Vegas tries to break out from their own end. Moves it quickly over to Eichel. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. And now it's over to Teravainen. The Bruins take possession in the defensive end.
He's got two. Another one would be pretty sweet.
Stones him in front.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate it when I miss chances like this, James. You don't get many that are this quality. You want to put them away because you don't know when the next one's going to come.
Ooh.
Puck picked up by Miller. Right in the slot. And that shot dies in traffic. And that's picked off in front. Quick feed to Teravainen.
7:15. Oh. Now it's 1:52 in the second period. It's third game. Let's go. We got one more period left to go in this game. We got a whole other game after this to play. And then I can get my ass to bed. I am fucking tired.
Vegas plays it up ahead.
I've been running around like a chicken with its head cut off. At the jugular.
Moves into the slot. And there's the whistle as he elects to slow things down a little.
A pretty good decision here with the play starting to break down in front of him.
Crazy.
Reinhardt's at the face-off dot, ready to win this draw on the man advantage.
Oh my goodness.
The Bruins get a hold of the puck in their own end. Quick pass to Reinhardt.
Miller's able to take that quick pass.
Ah, come on. Where the hell did 86 go? I was waiting for him to come up my right wing.
Not been able to get anything going offensively. You can see the
why didn't you come up and score for me, you dummy? Oh, thank goodness this is my last season. My goodness.
They get ready for the face-off.
Well, this is what, game 41? I have one more game to go? Oh, I can't wait. Get this game dumped, get the other game dumped.
You've got to have vision.
Maybe like clear some hard drives.
Among the league leaders in assists as he is. Everybody on the ice.
Oh, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I also put a video together for Division yesterday. That was kind of hard, but once I figured out what I was supposed to do, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I mean, I wasn't able to do the other mission because they destroyed the weapon, the med crate. I don't know if you guys know how. Like the storyline for Division is, but evidently, and I learned this from Division 2, but evidently you're working with a JTF, and you're trying to stop the city of New York from going into pandemic mode. So it's kind of, what's kind of crazy about it is it literally forecasts the future, because if you think about it, if you've played the game, like I have, then you know that there's a virus going on in that game. And, you know, it's kind of similar to what was going on, say, 5 years ago with COVID. I'll tell you what, though, man, if it wasn't for COVID, and I didn't have to retire because of my foot, I don't think this channel would have gotten as big as it is. I mean, it's still small. I mean, we're only sitting at $1.84. We're not even anywhere near the monetization stage. I'm trying to get there, but like I know I'm jumping ahead of, in the game and everything. But, I mean, if I could make a living doing this, I don't have to ever worry about. I don't have to ever worry about coming out of retirement. You know what I mean? I don't have any donation, but somebody the other day asked me if I had a donation, or if, like I could do a donation thing, and I'm like, bro, this isn't Twitch. You have to, like, just like Twitch, you have to inherit your donation button. You can't just out of the blue just set up a donation button and go, hey, donate to my PayPal. You can't do that. Not only that, you know, unfortunately, the way streaming works is you're going to get your cut, and YouTube and Twitch are going to decide what their cuts are, and by the time you're done with it, you pretty much made out with like $34 and change. just a brief. I mean, I don't actually know how it works, but I have a pretty darn good idea. Like, I'm not, like, I will never be a ninja, I'll never be a Tim the Tap Man, I'll never be a Summit, I will never be a Miniker, or a Pokemon, or hell, even, I don't follow her on Twitch, but, Amaranth, or Amaranth, what the fuck she's called, like, but then again, you'll never see me doing a hot tub stream either. Like, Amaranth does that crap. I don't do it. You know, what you see on my channel is what you get. You get video games and video games, pretty much. Because, I mean, we are streaming through a PS4, so. And I know you guys are thinking, well, when are you going to get a PS5? I've already explained that to you guys in previous videos. So if I can get all the games I currently have done, and they're up on this channel, then here's what we're going to do. We're going to take all the games that are hard copies. We're going to trade them into GameStop. We're going to use that money towards PS5. We're going to buy a shit ton of more games for PS5. And we're going to come back stronger than ever. Not rebranding the channel, but keeping it going.
Here's a short pass. He scores! That's 3 on the night!
It doesn't matter where it is either. The hat trick is always an unbelievable feeling. They're so hard to come by. He's known for this. He never stops moving his feet, and he delivers that snapshot on the goal.
I gotta get out and check the mail after I get done with this before I go to bed. I'll check the mail. I don't even really want to check the mail because something tells me I don't have it.
I really have. They can put it on cruise
something
control
tells me I don't have it.
Large lead here in the third period.
Takes it to the net.
Which I guess nothing is better than having bills, correct? Yes. Absolutely.
And the puck makes off the glove. The Bruins scoop it up along the boards. Puck scooped up by McAvoy. Gains the zone through the middle. Puts it on net. Great save by Husso. The Golden Knights gain control of the puck. Puck grabbed by Johansson. Tries to get it over to Teravainen.
The Bruins
are land-based to these motherfuckers. Oh my
God.
God.
If you think there's superstition in it, too bad. They've got a shutout, and they're still going to do their best to protect.
233. Oh wow, somebody got major or game misconduct. Damn, that's nuts.
That's just quick pick zone ability, and it's how he's able to disrupt the opposition's attack.
Comes up with the stop.
Jesus.
And the puck clears the zone. From the back of the cage with the puck.
Oh, that's sad. It's already midnight. Oh, God.
Vegas will try to kill a few seconds off this penalty. Puck moved back to the neutral zone. The Bruins gain possession in their own end. Reinhardt's got it into offensive territory. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Drives to the crease.
Hell yeah.
Scores, and the power play strikes again.
James, they've been working on this in practice for the last little while. It's come through big for them tonight. Power play's job is to create shots. And if you can create them from the most dangerous areas of the ice, you're going to be successful. Dead center, in the slot. He doesn't miss.
Boston's having a lot of fun out there tonight. Ray, I can imagine it's a different story on the
other
other
side
of
that's
the bench.
crazy, man. This that we're sliced through on. That's nuts.
Who had the better night? Carlin standing by.
Miller's been able to contribute by generating scoring chances, and you know his teammates appreciate it. I think he's been the player that stood out for me, guys.
The Devils are on the schedule for the next day here.
Yeah, it's fine for us to look ahead, but you really can't do that. You still got to finish the job at hand.
Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Rings the bell on the post.
The Bruins didn't need that one as it rings off the goalpost, but you know the shooter would have liked it.
Back on the bench we go, even though we got a full bar because we want to get this red cone back.
With the stop.
That looks interesting. Got enough green on here. That's a good thing. 24 goes to, there you go. That's the end of the third game. Sweet. We love that. We love it when the game is just wild. Gotta love that. Alright, we got one more game to go, and I can finally put myself to bed. But like I said, I gotta check the mail too before I go to bed. And I also said that I didn't think I had anything, so we're gonna check anyway, just for the sake of argument. Just for the sake of argument, we're gonna check. Yep, we're gonna check and see what that looks like. See if we got any mail. You go to bed, get some sleep. Get up in the morning, do all the crap all over again.
No shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere.
You don't have to go anywhere.
That's when you know.
That's when you know you've done something right. When you know you don't have to go anywhere. God love you.
With this one all said and done, let's get you caught up on some of the other final matchups in the league tonight.
All right.
The Coyotes took to the road to match up with the Stars. Arizona took this one with a strong game at both ends of the ice.
Boys. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Let's take a look at the rest of the action on the ice.
This is the last game right here, boys.
The Avalanche played on the road against the Ducks. Anaheim pulverizes their opponents with a big offensive effort.
They say in North Carolina. Well, I'll tell you. See, between 03 and 06, I was in high school. And after my family decided they couldn't make it in Florida, family decided to move to North Carolina. So the way it went was I got stuck going to Parkland. My brother ended up getting into Philo, and my other brother ended up going to P. Ridge.
All bragging rights on the line. Now, how many times have we talked about East Side versus West Side? It's ready to go here on EA Sports. Both teams seem ready, and they are about to drop the puck on this opening faceoff.
The funny part is that when we left Florida, my brother was at Philo when we got to North Carolina. He actually, for the one last year we were in Florida, he was actually at P. Ridge with my brother. Because my brother, P. Ridge was an elementary school, by the way. I believe it's still open. The other school that I went to in Florida is not open anymore. I don't think Hobbs. Actually, Hobbs is open. Yeah, it's
and he uses his reach to disrupt the play.
I gotta look that shit up, but I'm pretty sure Richburg is still open too. Richburg and Kenwood are still open. Oh. I didn't go to Kenwood, I ended up going to Valpy, and they're not open. They haven't been open in over 10 years.
Still early on in this frame,
I guess the education system over there was so bad they had to get rid of the school. Either that, or there might have been contaminants or something like that in the school that were making people sick.
Kucherov's got a quick release, and when he's in motion, his shot is so
whoever was in 5th grade, 2013 over there,
and it gives him the edge when he's coming in hot.
I think I know where you're at. You are either, yeah, 2013, so we're talking 10 years ago, right? So chances are, no, 12 years, almost 12 years ago. So you're talking, a lot of those kids that were 5th grade are probably already graduated. I know a lot of the kids that were at P. Ridge when my brother were there, they're already graduated.
That's a scorer's goal.
But then again, that's just a dictation of the simple fact that my brother is
He's so tight to the net.
28.
He has to get rid of it before the goal can readjust.
30.
Boston's on the board. They lead it 1-0.
Adam, come on, man. Do the math. 36. 6 years older than your brother. He's 30. 36. Kurt, my brother Kurt, is going to be 34? He's going to be 34 this year. Crazy. And at least for the next 3 months, I'll be the same age as my stepbrother.
Earlier in the game, he was able to score. I thought he's kept his energy up, but now it's
October, November, December, and then January will roll around.
He doesn't waste any time getting this puck off his stick. The snapshot beats the goaltender from the high slot.
Oh. But man, I'm just enjoying the hell out of this. And I'm glad it's a short stream too, because if I had to do another game, I'd be like losing my damn mind. Because I am absolutely just freaking zonked. I can't stay awake. Like half asleep over here.
The Bruins are up by a pair now.
Half asleep over here.
Don't put your feet up now.
Not really able to say or think too much.
Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Moves into Reinhardt.
Just winding down pretty much, man. That's all I'm doing. Oh, hell yeah, let's effing go.
Now the goalie keeps looking over to the coach saying, why am I still in here?
Go. Although, you know what the worst part of this is? The worst part of this at the moment is that I feel like this is deja vu all over again. Like, I feel like I've already played against the Preds. Granted, it might have been a previous episode, it might have been last season, but I feel like I've already played them. I mean, obviously I have, because, I mean, you know, all 32 teams play each other throughout a regular season until you get to 82 games.
Nice zone entry on the left side.
And then on top of that, you know,
Almost lost
16 out of 32 teams play each other in the playoffs. Because you got 8 on one side, you got 8 on the other. And then both divisions, you get down to the Final Four. So then the Final Four gets down to the Final 2, and so on and so forth. I like every sport works that way, pretty much. Soccer works that way, football works that way, hockey works that way, baseball works that way. But actually, instead of being 18, it's actually 15. 15 in one league, 15 in the other. You get your ALCS, or you get your wild card, you get ALDS, you get your ALCS. Same thing on the other side. You get the wild card, you get the wild card in the National League.
He doesn't miss too many games.
Wild
he leads
card,
his team in goals for a reason.
Your DS, your CS, and then the World Series. I'm just a little bit perturbed though that, like, when the world shut down, right, and hockey just had to decide their Stanley Cup champion. I don't know why the hell they did this, but when they were in the bubble, for whatever effed up reason, they proceeded to let the Southern team, and I don't know why the hell they were in the Southern League in the first place, because Montreal's not South, it's North, but they were in the same division, I believe. For whatever reason, for COVID, they were literally in the same division as, like, it was the Preds, Carolina, Minnesota was part of that division, Edmonton, New Jersey was part of that division too.
You gotta drive into the traffic.
Hey, remember it? I'll tell you what, man. That overtime, I think it was game 1 of the Tampa Bay series, when they ended up winning the whole thing all over again. That game 1 where it went 6 overtimes was nuts. They went 6 fucking overtimes. I'm sitting there watching it as it's going on, and I'm like, dude, just go to a shootout.
In the first period, both teams will have a chance to regroup. You do.
See, I told you I was going to get there eventually. I told you eventually I was going to talk hockey. We talked about the past, we talked about middle school, we talked about high school, we talked about problems in the building, we talked about wheelchairs, we talked about sports, we talked about everything. In this one video. And we're not even done with the damn video yet. I feel like, you know, you guys subbing to the channel, it's like, it's therapeutic for me, because, like, you guys get to know what's going on in my personal life, even though I'm not really big on showing too much personal stuff on my channel. But I feel like the things that I can tell you guys about that you probably just, like, you're baffled by, or you're shaking your head on the other side of that screen. That's 97 for you, draw. Alright, Cooch. Alright, Cooch. I can't believe it. My last season. Damn. I still have 40 more games to go. Damn, that's crazy. And by the time I get done tomorrow, we'll be down to, what, 31 more games? Holy crap. So we're going to do 5 tomorrow. Start the damn thing, and then before we go to bed, we got to do 4 to get to 51. So that's going to be nuts. I got to 56 and 60. And then by the time we get to 60 on Saturday, or Thursday, probably, then we'll only have 22 more games to go, and we got the preseason, or the postseason. And I can eliminate everybody there, and then move on to the game. Get into the next environment on 23. I hope you guys would like that stuff. The whole idea behind 23, though, is we're going to leave the East and the West, and we got to do 3 more seasons. That's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute. It's sad.
I gotta feel bad for the defender here. They're trying to wrap him up, but he's so agile. He's got such great moves, great hands, that he wants the defender eventually, and then zips it by the goaltender for a beauty.
Let's go.
That was incredible stick handling to get by and score.
Okay,
and
12,
that's his
15.
puck on a string superstar ability.
They should suck a lot more out of the clock than that. That was only 4.5 minutes. That's nothing. That's nothing compared to what I want. Like, I want them to like suck it down to like 10 more minutes, or like 6 or 7 more minutes to go from 16 to 6. Like, that'd be awesome. Oh shh. Holy shit, God damn. Oh, come on. Oh, what do you want now? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Go, Leafs. Leafs aren't even playing, brother.
I don't think goalies pick up the puck sometimes and it hits.
I take it you're a Leafs fan. Absolutely understandable. They are one of the oldest franchises, and you might live in Canada. I don't know.
That's one of those cases.
Couldn't complete the pass. Answered the call on that play.
But if you live, I always thought this was kind of funny. So I used to have a friend on Facebook,
And we're moments away from getting back
and
underway
she
here
lived
with
in
the puck drop.
Hamilton, and I'm pretty sure Hamilton's not that far from
The
Montreal.
Predators win the draw.
I mean, I don't know anything about Canada other than what people have told me, but I'm pretty sure it's not that far from Montreal.
From the defensive
And
zone,
when I found out that she was a Leafs fan, I about lost my ever-loving mind. I was like, wait a minute, how can you live so close to Montreal and not be a Habs fan? Makes no damn sense. Unless, of course, I'm wrong and Hamilton is on the west side. But I have no clue. But anyway, let's check. Oh, it's 5 hours. Damn, brother. 5 hours? That's a long-ass time. I don't think I could literally sit on the road for 5 hours. I'm sorry. I mean, I had a hard enough time trying to... I used to work at softball. I used to have a hard enough time sitting in the field for 5 hours, even though I worked 5-hour nights. And I was like, oh, get me out of here a lot of times. Because, like, by July, I was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm sure if I come back out of retirement, I'm able to keep my foot healthy. I'm sure that I'm probably going to be like, July is going to roll around and get me the F out of here.
If you give up more that late in the period, it is really difficult to recover.
But that's cool. I didn't know, like, again, I've never been to Canada. I've always wanted to go, because I always wanted to check it out. But having a wheelchair and having limitations and everything kind of prevents that from happening, if that makes any sense. So it's like, I've never been to Canada, and I probably will die never going to Canada. I had friends in school that would go. Ironically enough, I had a friend in Florida who actually went. I had a friend in Florida. The guy's name was Jonathan. And he went back. And to come to find out, I didn't know this until it was too late. Because the school year was half over by that point. I'm gonna find out he was Canadian. I didn't even know that. Like, I knew him for like the whole year, and I thought he was from Florida. So weird. Right.
Third period underway here.
You know what this country doesn't have that you guys do, and it still irks me? This country doesn't have universal health care. And people have been fighting for that for decades. You guys have universal health care. I got a question about that. Does it suck? Does it suck down there, or is it like absolutely awesome? Because I mean, I know I can't flee to the country, but if I could, I would. Especially for that universal health care. Oh my God. Having a doctor that actually gives a damn about me as opposed to a damn about the insurance money, that'd be effing awesome.
And that's off a stick. Miller's got it in the corner.
Like, that would be absolutely awesome.
Chance right in front. He scores!
Sad thing is, even if I could go to Canada, I don't know that I would fit in. And it's not just because it seems like every time you guys finish a sentence, it's usually ending with the word A.
There's not much room to put that pass onto the tape, but it's perfect.
But I just wouldn't feel like I would be there, because like I'd be the one lone wolf in that country going, okay, am I the only Bruins fan here or what? Or am I the only Patriots fan? Or Am I the only Celtics fan? Like, you know, whatever. Like, I know you guys have the Raptors. You guys used to have the Grizzlies. Decades ago, you guys used to have Vancouver. Matter of fact, they played the old, I forget the name of the arena from back then. But I do remember the Grizzlies played with you guys. Played in Canada for a good long time before they moved to Memphis.
They haven't missed many chances.
But now we have tons of Bruins fans. That's true. It takes 12 hours of wait time to see a doctor. Wow, that 12 hours? You're kidding me. The longest I spent in the hospital waiting on a doctor was like almost 7 hours. I got to the hospital at like 8, and I didn't get out until probably like 3 or 4. So close to 8 hours, because my back was killing me. Turned out I had kidney stones. Went into southern Maine for freaking. They tested my urine, and then like 3 hours later they come and test it again. Come back, I had a bladder infection. That fucking thing suck. Sorry for blowing the video out to you. I needed to check the chat because I don't have a monitor in front of me, and my phone is like, it's like 15 feet away from me, but I don't feel like leaving you guys high and dry, and you guys know where the hell did he go? Especially when we're in the last game of the damn video. So that's literally the way I check it. I just blew the screen up for a minute, checked the comments, and then reopen it. Not like I closed it, I just froze the stream for a minute.
Both teams readying here for the face-off.
I figured it's better to do that way. That way I can interact with you guys a little better.
Baines wins possession in the defensive zone.
Sometimes I get tormented over that. Like, oh, why don't you just grab your phone? I'm like, probably because my phone's like 15 feet away from me and I'm too lazy to leave my current post.
A chance! And the puck dies with the trapper save.
I mean, call it for what it is. Yes, I might be handicapped, but you know something? Sometimes I don't want to leave my post and leave you guys freaking hanging going, where the hell did he go? I've seen that in the comment section too. People are like, where the hell did you go? You're doing it all wrong.
Moves it to Bellows. Nashville's got it against the boards. The Predators carried along the wall.
Yeah.
The Bruins have it from their own end. Right in the slot. He scores!
2 goals on the
That's It's funny that you say you're from Canada, because the funny thing is I mentioned Kennebunk Beach earlier, because I used to live in Kennebunk. I was at Kennebunk Beach, and I saw a station wagon pull up, right? And it was one of the newer age ones. And it had a Canadian flag. And, or like it had a Canadian plate. And I looked and I said, I think you're in the wrong spot. They're like, no, we're not in the wrong spot. We wanted to come to this beach because it's a beautiful beach. I said, oh, okay, cool. And I got curious. And I asked them, I go, alright, here's a stupid question because I don't know the answer. Now I do. I didn't back then. But I asked them, I go, alright, so you drove all the way out here to go to the beach. I said, out of curiosity, how long did it take? I was there probably I'd say 12:30 when I talked, and I had driven from there. I had driven from my house in Kennebunk at the time. I had driven driven the chair, because that's about the only vehicle I could drive was the chair. And I get there and I asked them this question and everything, and they're looking at me like 6 heads, because they just now discovered that I discovered that they're Canadian, and they thought the reason I thought they were Canadian was because they were saying "hey." And it turned out that, and I had to explain it to them. I'm like, no, it's not because you guys are saying "hey." Actually, to be honest with you, I've heard a joke about the alphabet, you guys. And I think that's funny. But I said no. I said I looked at the back of your car and had a Canadian plate on it. Oh, like yeah, like I know you think I'm a you think just because I'm a wheelchair I'm an idiot. But I'm like, I've only been able to read since 2nd grade, and for me that was almost 30 years ago. So. Way back then, we're talking 2009, so by extension, that was, at that point, it was 15 years.
Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other
But
end.
the mere fact that I've been living this on my own,
You don't have to give up
succeeding, doing the things that I want to do,
and if you do it right, and you're good
only
enough,
needing
you can get on this
minimalistic
league
help.
leader list, the plus-minus rating.
Take it along the wall by
It's great.
Elvis.
You know, when you can put, when you're like me, I get a lot of envy because I can do this. I get a lot of envy from other people that live here. It's like, oh, I can't put myself to bed. I'm like, yeah, but I can.
Quick feed to Miller. To the front. And that's off a stick. Nashville's got the puck in the defensive end.
Like, about the only thing my aide's probably going to help me out with tomorrow is putting my meals away and probably heating up a fuel. And along with probably unwrapping my feet and everything so I can take a shower. But other than that, I'll be able to do the whole thing, most of it myself. So.
This one tonight.
Anywho, we are finally finished with this stream, guys. We have finally finished episode 218. Sorry for the nonsensical bullshit that you guys have had to endure this video. I do apologize. I don't think it was that nonsense anyway. I literally think that I was letting you guys into my life because I like to have you guys as a whole, you know, enjoy the channel along with me. If you guys enjoyed this content, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button on the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I know that a lot of you guys watching this content are not subscribed, so you guys can do me a huge favor. Hit that sub button. We are currently on the road to 200 subs by the end of the year. If you guys don't know what that, we are, I believe it's 16 away from getting to 200. So if you can help me with that, I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. I had said something about if I got to, like, I think I had said something when I got to, I think it was 150 subs, that I was going to take a day off or a few weeks off. But there's just a part of me that doesn't want to let this go. I mean, I love it too much. Entertaining you guys is kind of what I set out for. I mean, sometimes it's boring because I got nothing going on in this old noggin of mine, and I just don't want to talk about BS. So a lot of times I'm quiet, so that you guys, and a lot of times I try to shut up because I know that you guys want to enjoy the video. And mostly it's less about me talking to you and more about you guys watching the games. So, by extension, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hit that sub button. Feel free to leave a comment. Share the video with your friends. Maybe they might get interested in it as well. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next one. So peace out.
But we got a lot more coming up on the other side.